Alright, as I'm waiting for the bike to warm up, I thought I'd do a quick thing I figured out or learned. Well, I gotta turn down this radio. Alright, on the previous model, the 2014 Ultra that I had, it had a battery tender cable that came from the battery so that you could connect a tender to it. And the way it was before, it was coming out of here and it was kind of hidden up in. Well, I'm not sure if Ray Price Harley-Davidson finagled that for me or if that was a factory thing, but I will say this, it's different now and it's factory on this one. The book, the owner manual, puts it right behind here. It's in this area. And so once you fish the thing out of there, then you can kind of hide it underneath. I don't know if you can see that, but underneath here there's like a little lip and you can kind of tuck it in. So you can fish it out with your finger, plug in a battery tender to it. So that's a good thing. So it was like, 9 degrees last week, a couple days. Bike definitely needed to be on a tender. Hello everybody, it's Mike Cayley 7, January 12th, 2017, and I'm a-riding. 68 degrees, roundabout. I figured I'd do a little bit of a long way home kind of video. So first up, news, current events. So a couple weeks ago, I got this pain underneath my right arm and on my right chest and on my right shoulder blade, and it felt like almost like a rope burn, like I was pulling something heavy by a rope, and I had kind of inadvertently burned my skin with the fabric of the rope. And I asked my significant other to look and see if there was any bumps or lumps that I was missing, and we couldn't see anything. Then slowly a red bump developed on my shoulder blade, a couple of red bumps developed on my chest, and I got a rash looking thing underneath my right arm. But it wasn't super itchy, but it was super painful. So I let it go for about a week. It got worse and worse and worse. It got to the point where I said, I gotta go see somebody, because the snow days were coming up. I knew we were having a storm. Didn't want to be stuck all weekend at the house without medication or whatever. So I go to my doctor. They took one look at me and they said, oh, you got the shingles. So yay, I got the shingles. And I said, isn't that something that only like older people get? And then I realized later on that that's stupid of me to think that, because I am a big fan of Groundhog Day, the movie. Remember Ned Ryerson? Needle-nosed Ned the Head, did the whistling belly button trick for the high school talent show, got the shingles real bad senior year, almost didn't graduate. That Ned Ryerson? Yeah, well, if you're getting the shingles real bad in high school, that's pretty young. I completely forgot that was a thing, so I thought it was old people. Nope, any age can get it. I didn't even know that I had chickenpox when I was younger. I asked my mother for years, I said, Ma, did I ever have the chickenpox? I don't remember. She says, what are you asking me for? I had 6 of you people. I don't remember. I'm like, oh, all right. So I thought I didn't have it, because I couldn't remember, and I can remember pretty far back to the age of 3. So yeah, I got the shingles. So I was out. I missed a day of work. I was puking my guts up. That's one of the symptoms they don't tell you about. I'm on Valtrex, which is an antiviral. They gave me Percocet for pain, but that made me worse, so I stopped taking that. The only thing I can take is Tylenol. I can't take ibuprofen or Aleve, because those are NSAIDs, aspirin NSAIDs, and I can't take NSAIDs because I'm on a blood thinner. Don't they shoot horses? In my condition, I'd be for the glue factory if I were a horse. So that's what I've been dealing with recently, health issue. Let me see, in the past year I've had major blood clots in my leg. I had skin cancer on my face. I got the shingles now. Jeez. So there's that. Now, I neglected to talk about this earlier, partially because I'm sad about it, and I don't know. don't like talking about this stuff. One of our founding fathers of motovlogging, Billmaa, has passed away. Back in the old days, there were two major motovloggers, maybe three, for me anyway. And I'm talking at the beginning, like 2006, early 2007, late 2006. It was Billmaa, who got on the YouTubes 1 month before I did. It was Mordeath 13, and for me it was Spencerian, otherwise known as 88 Hawaii, Rob. Those are the big three. And Billmaa was epic. I mean, he did that 50 states thing where he rode all over the place by way of motorcycle, BWOM. Huge, huge, amazing guy, successful motovlogger, amazing guy. Just, wow, he was in the military, so he served his country. Funny, friendly, generous. I mean, the guy was amazing. And unfortunately, he passed away. He had a heart problem, and I never knew about it. I just thought he had the eye problem. I know he had trouble with his eyesight. He's younger than me. I think he's a year younger than me. Left us too soon. Very, very sad. So he will be missed. He helped me out by encouraging me to make motovlogs where I actually talk and ride at the same time, instead of riding, recording, and then overdubbing later on with voice audio. So I got the Vado camera and I put it in my full face helmet. I made a video about it. I think it's called the fail video, or technical difficulties. I think that's what it was. Where I was using the Vado camera, or I was about to use the Vado camera. Anyway, he was very proud of me for switching to the in-helmet camera, because it would save my life, he said, if I got in an accident. But of course, me being a dumbass that I am, I finally found a way to motovlog with a half helmet on. I bought that fancy full-face helmet recently, and I only wore it when it was, 21 degrees, because that's the only time I really want to wear it. I mean, it's just too nice. I just can't. And I, of course, stupidly say to myself, well, if I crash and I mess up my face, well, then I can get that nose job I've always wanted. So I'm very sad about Billmaa, and sad for his family, and for all of us as friends. It's a terrible loss. So a moment of silence for Billmaa.